Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC wildcard game. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
And we can talk all we want about football being a team game and leaning on different parts and aspects in order to get it done. And that's entirely true during the regular season. Some weeks it's the defense, the special teams, running the football. But in the playoffs, all the pressure reverts to the quarterback, and he has to play well and play at a really high level in order for his team to win.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
That's it, baby. There it is. That's what I'm talking about, baby.
And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he's brought down. So a nice throw right there. And this, we all know, a big test for this young man at quarterback. He guided his team into the playoffs as a wild card. Now here he is on the road looking to get his guys to the second round. It's certainly a tough task no matter how you slice it.
Oh, I absolutely agree 100%. And while no one around the franchise is going to, co-sign on what I'm about to say, because all they're focused on is winning this game. But let's face it, partner, no matter what happens in this one, they've got their quarterback to build their roster around for the future. That's got to feel good for everyone associated with this team.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? Because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And now here's a carry heading left. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
What an advantage having a elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, they can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal as they get the conversion there on 3rd and inches.
That throw's not going to get them a whole lot, but that really didn't matter, did it? They got what they needed on that throw. Picked up the 1st down, and I'm going cliche here. Game of inches, partner.
Absolutely. And you talked to me a lot about opening drives, how key those are to set the tone. You kept the drive alive. 3rd down conversion here is big. Scoring first, so critical in the postseason. They've got it here, 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on 1st down. It'll be 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Cardinals will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Lutz good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round 1. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
And we see the emphasis early here. Get your star receiver involved, able to do it successfully.
Not a bad start to begin with, that's for sure. And to me, this play says our guy is better than your guys. Because, you know, a player of his stature, he won't just be single covered all game long. It's going to involve multiple people. And right away, they told the other team, guess what? He's just better.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's a give to Barkley. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Second down, here's Barkley again. And he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far.
Well, Brandon, obviously no panic in them. They gave up the touchdown. Their defensive side did that. But he's already taken them back downfield. I love this field general that they've got. It's almost like he went to the defensive captain and said, don't worry about it. We've got you. Now they got 1st and goal.
Yeah, we're seeing punch, counter punch, and this could be setting the table for quite the game.
I like that. Let's go ahead and put it in the boxing ring, right? You're going to get hit sometimes. Can you respond and hit back? And they're trying to do exactly that.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Barkley again. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Barkley. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
The kick by Elliott is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So a conservative decision there, but it does put them on the board.
And I know the players hate it and the coaches hate it, but sometimes you just got to take the points when they're there. Sometimes a field goal is pretty darn good.
Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
This will be caught. It's Waddle. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, minicamp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 26.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
Pat Fryermuth, the intended target. And it's second down. He'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And the Cardinals are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll look to throw again. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Jalen Waddle there to make the grab. And the Cardinals will extend their lead. And, man, Charles, talk about singing something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Lutz with the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 11. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Dante Pettis now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Back onto the field come the Lions for their 2nd overall drive. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Oftentimes, broken tackles are his specialties. And put another one on his tally there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. One-on-one, not likely to get him down. You need everyone else to get there and help you. I think they were signaling for you and I to jump on the pile and try and get him down, weren't they?
You don't want me out there, I promise you. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Offensive linemen are famous for doing their job no matter who's carrying the ball. But when they have the confidence that the person carrying it can break off big-time runs, it makes them block just a little bit harder.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2. On second down, Barkley takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. They're going to look to throw.
On the slant, complete to Hopkins.
And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
They'll drop to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. So the pitch and catch good for 11, and it'll bring up a second down. Second and 4. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. His throw caught at about the 5.
And the Lions are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Back to throw here. And it's caught. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. George Kittle there to make the grab. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. No surprise there. 3rd and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead is down to 4. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. But a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the 2nd quarter. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll look to throw here on first down.
That completes it again to Metcalf.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
2nd and 3. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts.
That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll look to throw here.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle.
They bring pressure there on 3rd down, but this is a nice job of picking it up and making sure their guy has time to deliver the football. And they wind up getting the 1st down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down.
Here's Freiermuth again. And he will have a 1st down as they're into field goal range now at the 30.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And Lutz puts this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we come upon halftime here in this NFC wildcard matchup. As we'll head to, there you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout.
And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. And the Lions getting set to go on offense to start the 3rd. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
Well, paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks, I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half, so make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps, but above.
Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. And they came out of the locker trailing. Not a good way to start this second half with their first drive.
Can't imagine that the discussion at halftime encompassed this at all. In fact, I'm sure they talked about, okay, kind of wipe the slate clean, start the second half, and let's go out and play the way we know that we can. That's not a great example of it.
They didn't envision that. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this 3rd quarter. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
And that's understanding where the markers are, because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you could actually be pushed back before the 1st down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drift back towards the 1st down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it.
Open man is Waddle, complete.
Not much there, only a yard.
Second and 9 now. A giant hole up the middle.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Touchdown, Cardinals. DK Metcalf from 10 yards out. And the Cardinals now adding on to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. They seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Lutz good on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And it winds up in a touchdown for Arizona. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Pettis now on the return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Detroit's offense ready to take over. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. He'll drop to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. A handoff to Barkley. Oh, a heck of a move.
Man.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 60 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Here's 2nd and 8. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And they're gonna have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 19. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down now, Barkley, and shedding through the tackle. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
So right now what I'm seeing an offense just firing off the ball a lot quicker than they can react. And not only that, they're sustaining the blocks too. I'm seeing guys get 6-7 yards downfield before there's even a hint of contact.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Going to run the sweep here. This is Hopkins. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
But that's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case,
and in for the Lions, touchdown. George Kittle, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Lions have got it back to a one-score game.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air, because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in for the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42.
51 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I know the game's changed. A lot of people would say it's evolved. Look, I'm a little bit Neanderthal, okay? I love this. No exotic formations, no misdirection. Just line up and run the darn ball and pick up the first down. I love it.
Yeah, 3rd and short, that's what you're supposed to do. Like you said, old school, smash mouth football. On first down, he'll drop to throw. He'll find Metcalf. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it, because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Back to throw now on first down. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They'll look to throw.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side.
And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 19. In this NFC wild card matchup, you are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
And to give this time to the tailback, and they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And we've got movement by one of the big boys up front for Arizona. Flag comes in. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. Back to throw.
He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. He'll look to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
My goodness, they've come out locked in on this drive. Play calling, execution, they are fully in sync. 3 straight passes, 3 first downs. They're moving the ball downfield almost at will. This defense really struggling to find answers.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
5 yards remain on 2nd down.
On play action, they'll throw. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins.
And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Lions have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. And we may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Elliott good with a PAT. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
And this is incomplete.
Kyle Pitts, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down.
By the way, I got to apologize because I just realized for about the last 4 or 5 plays I'm eking over into your territory up here in the booth. My bad. I'm going to get back over to my spot.
Yeah, we're not talking about our on-air commentary. I mean, what is all this extra paper? I mean, this is unusual for you.
My bad.
Normally you run a really tight ship. What's going on here?
Just like that incomplete pass, I'm going to try to tighten things up here for this next play. And he's taken down. Back in his own 7. Romeo Okwara able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Now that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here's Johnny Hacker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
And this wild card game, folks, it has been as good as advertised. They trail by a field goal here in the 4th, so they know they need at least 3 on this incredibly critical drive as they start out 1st and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jordan Whitehead.
And the Cardinals are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
Well, this is one of the downsides of being a rookie quarterback. You know you're going to get called out about everything you do that goes wrong. Here, maybe he's a little uncertain about where to go with the football. And at this level, uncertainty equals turnovers. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Well, the football back in the hands of the Arizona Cardinals. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
He'll get only a couple down to the 44. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense. with 1:53 left. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So now the Lions down on the scoreboard. A little under a minute 50 remaining. Their sold-out crowd is behind them. They need at least a field goal to tie as they've got it 1st and 10. Maybe an important fourth-quarter miss as this stays a three-point game.
Yeah, now overtime is very much in the equation here. Just what you mentioned, a three-point game. They get a drive, put it through the post. We could have some free football, couldn't we?
Back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw.
And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
Partner, you absolutely cannot take a sack in that situation. Now, it's also 4th down.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So a big kick coming now for Jake Elliott. This to potentially send us to overtime. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. So in the final minute, they turn it over to their kicker to get him back to even, and he does not disappoint.
Brandon, do you think the pressure ever gets to this guy? Because I sure don't. That was pretty smooth right there. But I tell you, he better not rest on his laurels, because there's a good chance they may need him again if this game goes to overtime.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
That's caught by Pitts.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 4 quarters not enough. We're all even, and to overtime we go.
How much fun is this for everyone who's watching the game? How much fun is it for us to see this one get an extra period to get settled?
Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only 1 period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
And Detroit getting set to go now. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A handoff, Barkley running left. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. He finds Hopkins complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Here comes the Lions punter now. On for a very important punt here in overtime. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
Arizona's offense back out and ready to go.
Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They're going to look to throw.
That's complete to his tight end flyer move.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now back to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
And Detroit back in possession of the football.
And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
They'll go to Barkley again. Barkley a 1st down and more. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
108 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going to the playoffs. And a disappointing way to close out the season. You got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit, but they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. It's a win for the Lions as we say so long from Ford Field.